Hello, everyone. Welcome to our School Mental Health Mindful Movement series. We will be hosting these movement-based sessions every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Thank you so much for joining us today. This event is brought to you by the National American Indian and Alaska Native Mental Health Technology Transfer Center under the K-12 School Mental Health Supplement Project. We are located at the University of Iowa and a part of the National MHTTC network serving the National American Indian and Alaska Native population across the U.S. and Alaska. We provide TA for tribal communities and schools, as well as having several ongoing initiatives and projects. This project is supported by SAMHSA. The content is developed by the presenter, and the opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views or policies of SAMHSA, HHS, or the American Indian and Alaska Native MHTTC. Although we are gathered virtually today, we want to take the time to acknowledge the land and pay respect to the Indigenous nations whose homelands were forcibly taken and inhabited. Please take a moment to read this land acknowledgement, which has been created by 3 members of our team, Ella Driscoll, Keely Driscoll, and Sean Baer. Series is brought to you by the K-12 School Supplement Grant Team. This is Teresa Burrington, our project manager. Her background includes a master's in educational leadership, a master's in business administration, and progress toward a master's in counseling. She's an enrolled member of the Coharie tribe and a descendant of the Lumbee tribe. She joins us from the Meskwaki settlement in Tama, Iowa, where she currently resides. Julia Bulway is a research associate from the University of Iowa and has been assisting on K-12 projects for the past year. She holds a bachelor's degree in psychology from Ball State University and a master's in clinical mental health counseling from the University of Iowa. Kate Pruce is a graduate research assistant from the University of Iowa and has been with the K-12 initiative since February of 2021. Kate holds a bachelor's degree in child, adult, and family services with a minor in psychology from Iowa State University, and she is currently working on her master's in school counseling at the University of Iowa. This program and many others are offered through our center located in Iowa City, although we serve across the U.S. Here you will find contact information for our program manager, as well as our program guide for our other services and technical assistance request form. Please reach out to us with any interest in these programs. Today we welcome Victoria Marie, Iron Plume Woman. Victoria has worked with our K-12 projects throughout 2021. She has brought her expertise in youth engagement, movement, meditation, and healing through all kinds of medicine. She is an enrolled tribal member of the Sisseton Wahpeton, mother, artist, and founder of Indigenous Lotus. Victoria is joining us today from the Twin Cities in Minnesota and will continue to lead K-12 projects with our center. Welcome, Victoria, and thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. Just adjust my screen. All right. Well, welcome to another mindful movement video for this series. I'm actually going to take my shoes off, and so if you would like to do so, you can. A little bit more comfortable. Now we're going to begin in seated, and then we're going to move to standing. And so a few things that we're going to focus on today is really opening the shoulders, bringing them in, open the space in the upper back. And we're going to practice what's also called hollow breathing. And we're going to breathe into the hollows of our back. So our focus will be our back, our shoulders, and as well as our hips, and utilizing the chair to be able to open and strengthen those spaces. So we'll begin in sitting up tall. Resting the hands wherever you like. Our feet, our toes are facing forward. Knees are above the ankles. As we sit up tall, shoulders are going to relax. Here you have the option to either you can lean back on your chair or come away from it. Chin levels out, not that it's down or up. And then reaching the crown of the head to the sky. So when we talk about mindfulness, we also talk about the present moment. Tuning in, quieting our thoughts. Beginning to look inward, being an observer without judgment. Relax the jaw. Shoulders relax even more. Feeling them fall away from the ears. Hands rest comfortably. If there's any tension in the hips to the knees, go ahead and let them relax a bit. The more relaxed our joints are and your body, the easier it is for energy to travel through. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the nose. If you feel any heaviness in the chest on your exhales, you can open mouth exhale. And just a few times, and closing the mouth again. If there's any mind chatter, turn the volume down. And focus back on the breath. Using our breath to calm the heart, our nervous system, and our thoughts. If there's anything weighing down on your shoulders, your back, even in the hips, just place that outside of your space, outside the door. Tend to it afterwards if it's something you need to address. Whatever it is, just take it out of your space. Now we'll begin to open our eyes, looking down and then forward. Bringing our hands down, allowing them to just be. Taking the head over to the right, down and over to the left, from side to side. Chin down towards the chest. Inhale, head up, chin up towards the sky. And back to neutral. And circle up the wrists. Shoulders up towards the ears, draw them back. So circle them out. And circle forward. Hands come above the knees. And we're going to arch the spine, chin tucks in towards the chest. As we hold this position, we'll inhale and exhale. And then begin to explore sending the breath to the shoulders. Feeling that upper back expand. On our next inhale, we'll press the heart forward, tilt the chin, opening the throat space, and hold here as well. Feel that breath into the chest and the shoulders and the lower part of the neck. And now we'll go ahead and press back and forth on our inhales and exhales. Inhaling forward, exhale back. Allowing for the spine to move naturally from the tip of the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. And at any time, you may close your eyes and really tune into what you feel, any emotions that arise, where you feel it at. And back to center. We're going to take any one of the knees, and we're just going to bring it up, circle out the foot. Both directions. Switching sides. Circling out the foot. And both directions. Lowering down. Scooting a bit closer to the edge of the seat. We're going to take the knees apart. Taking the hands down, inhale, arms rise. We'll hinge at the waist. When we hinge, our spine stays neutral. Our belly button draws in up towards the spine. Our belly is still resting, and so we're still able to a full breath here. And then once you've come to that natural stop, lower the hands down. And then lower all the way down if you can. If this isn't an option for you today, you can just rest your hands on your knees. So adjust yourself, adjust your seat so that you're comfortable. If you need the floor to come closer to you, you can place anything underneath your hands, books, blocks. Even a smaller box helps. Now, when we are holding here, we want to press the floor away. Pressing the floor away allows for us to sit up taller or to lengthen through the arms. Being mindful not to lock the elbows. But just a slight little micro bend at the elbows. Lowering the head down.
And here we'll explore breathing into the hollows of the upper back a little bit deeper. So with the head lowered down, we're going to inhale. And as you inhale, hold for a minute. You should be able to feel the upper body expand even more, pressing further away. And then exhale. Inhale, feel the upper body rise. Exhale. So we'll lift our head to neutral, lengthening through that upper body. So I'm reaching all the way through the crown of my head. Now, another big, deep breath. Inhale, fill every hollowed space in the upper back. Hold. Exhale. Now inhale one more time. Hold. Exhale. Now we'll lift up by taking one hand at a time to each knee, pressing up. We're going to tuck the chin in towards the chest, arching the spine. And inhale into neutral. Knees are going to come back closer together. We're going to take one arm. We're going to lift it up, bend at the elbow. Align the elbow with the shoulder. We're going to make a box. So take the opposite hand, press it against the other elbow. Now, once we do that, we're going to lift the left elbow up. So if your right hand is up, you're going to lift the left elbow. Now, if you feel any type of resistance, some of us might have some shoulder injury here. So by lifting it up, we're going to press up, but keep that line from elbow to elbow and as high as you can go comfortably. And you want to keep that left elbow up. And so sometimes it's not about any type of damage within the shoulder joints. It's also about the strength too. The amount of muscles, muscle strength that resides there. So lifting up just a little bit higher if you can. If you find resistance in your breath, just continue to breathe. Breathing into your belly. Lifting up a little bit higher if you can. And exhale, slowly lower down. Circle out the wrists. Both directions. Now, before we switch to the other side, we're going to take the arms out. Inhale, sweep them up. Now we'll take that right hand and we'll bring it down towards our spine. So just like drawing a line with the middle finger or the middle and the pointer finger down. And so once you're there, you can take that left hand, bring it to that opposite elbow, and just bring it down just a little bit, but continuing to sit up tall. Just enough to where you feel comfortable. And we're continuing to hold here, breathing into our bellies. Full belly breath here. And exhale, gently release. You can gently release by letting go, slowly lowering those hands down. Circle out the wrists, both directions. Now, opposite side. We're going to lift that left hand, bring it up, align the elbow with the shoulder. So we have a nice L shape here. we're going to take that right hand, place it against that elbow, and align the elbows. Now, when you're ready, you may go ahead and lift up. See if you can lift a little bit higher on this side than the other, or if you notice that this side doesn't go up as high. Again, we want to keep that right elbow up. Up a little bit higher if possible, to your own limitation today. And exhale, slowly lower down and release. Circle out, move the shoulders around. For myself, practicing this, especially after I had my daughter, I had so much of the hormone relaxin, the muscles were loose, and then at the same time dealing with thyroid issues, laying on my sides damaged my shoulders. So it's been a process of doing these to strengthen those areas and stretch them. Now, we're going to do the other side. So inhale, arms reach up. Now we'll take the left hand down, those fingertips draw down towards the spine, sitting up tall. Now we'll take the right hand, grasping onto that elbow and slowly pressing down. So for me, after my daughter, the first 8 months, I could not even lift my arms up over my shoulders because of the amount of damage that had been done. And exhale, gently release. Lower those hands down. Shake it out. Sitting up tall, we'll take the left ankle up above the right knee, hinging at the waist, lengthening through the upper body, continuing to breathe into the belly. Remember, if there is any tension in the knees that you feel with doing this, you can always kind of readjust and bring it back up. And for some of us, if our hip area or our legs are a little too tight or too weak, we can always use something such as a strap to begin lifting the leg up. And switching sides. Hinging forward. And now when I am practicing this, I want to make sure my legs are comfortable, my joints are stacked for safety and stability. And inhale, rising up, lowering that leg down. Now let's go ahead and come to standing. So I'm going to use my chair for support. If you do have wheels on here, on your chair, practicing on something that is about as high as your knees would be safer. So here, I'm going to go ahead and take my left leg up. I'm going to stack the two, stacking my knee above my ankle, and I'm going to press forward. With this, I want to make sure I keep this aligned and not overshooting my knee over that front ankle. This can be practiced too on the floor. So this is just the high lunge, the crescent. But today I will be using the chair. So pressing forward, I want to keep my right hip forward. Pressing into this front heel. Pressing into the front heel, I also have the back heel drawn down towards the floor. And sitting up tall. Pressing up. As I press up and press back, I'm going to slowly lean forward. Leaning forward, my toes are pointed forward. And then now I'll draw them back, drawing them back carefully. And we'll press into it one more time. And back up. And so now we'll switch sides. So I'm going to take my right leg, bring it up, and same thing, pressing into it. And when I'm pressing into the front heel, not overshooting the knee. Drawing the back heel down. So it's more like a line. And sitting up tall, shoulders down. Go ahead and press back. Keep those toes pointed. Draw those toes toward the chest. And press back into it. Inhale, press up. And go ahead and bring that leg back down. Now we'll come back to seated. Place the hands wherever you like, except for instead of leaning back on the chair, let's sit up tall. Sitting up tall, close the eyes. Leveling out the chin. Focusing on the breath. Let's go ahead and take the hands down, reaching down towards the earth. Inhale, arms rise up. As we reach up, we're going to reach up towards the sky. Hands come together, salute to the sun. Exhale, we're going to draw that in towards the heart. We're going to bow forward. Thumbs come to center brow. We're going to give thanks for those who are joining, who are here currently present. And give thanks to ourselves. And I say thank you, Padavia Miigwech, for being a part of today's practice. Thank you, everybody.